This week on Worldwide Gaming,
I review Dota 2. We interview the creators of Infinite Crisis at E3. We reveal the top 10 melee weapons. And Vince reviews Forza 4. Hello and welcome to Worldwide Gaming. I'm your host Ryan.
I'm John.
I'm Vince.
Vince, what will you be doing today?
Well, today is pretty much dedicated to Forza 4 and its simulator, and we're going to compare that to the Gran Turismo 5 one, and there's going to be a big difference from what I can see.
All right, John, what about you?
This week I'm looking at top 10 melee weapons, and I love sharp objects, and I'm really looking forward to it.
So guys, a little game called Dota 2 was announced. So I've been playing Dota 2 for 200 hours. You know what? I'm just going to talk about Dota 2 for the rest of this episode because I can really just feel it all. All right, so in Dota 2, what you need to do is... If you haven't heard of Defense of the Ancients 2, or Dota 2 for short, you'd have most likely heard of the other games in the increasingly popular multiplayer online battle arena genre. The general overview of these games are that they're highly competitive 5-on-5 team-focused games where you need to destroy the enemy's base. Specifically, Dota 2 has sucked me in with its complexity and infinite possibilities of gameplay styles like no other game I've played. Dota 2 is free to play, but it isn't a pay to win game. There are over 100 characters to choose, which are available to you at any time. Where Valve make their money is through cosmetic items. Most characters have multiple item sets, which can drastically change the way they look, and you can also buy announcer packs that call out what's happening on the battlefield. It's refreshing to find a free game that does everything so right, so you can never pay money to have an advantage. The presentation of the game is just as refined as the business side. The graphics are a very colourful fantasy style and the voice acting is superb. You may even recognise some of the voices as a lot of the actors have worked on other Valve games like Portal 2 or Half-Life.
The Dire best do something about that bottom tower.
Dota 2 may only have one map, but every game is different. Having over 100 characters that all play differently and still growing means the strategy needed in the game starts before you even begin playing. Once everyone has picked a character, you pick one of 3 lanes and begin pushing to the other team's throne to win. This is done by getting gold, killing opponents in towers, getting the last hit on enemy creeps, purchasing items and using your skills unlocked and upgraded by gaining experience.
Radiant's bottom tower seems better than you. There goes Radiant's bottom tower.
Every hero can be counterpicked with other heroes or items, and every item can be countered with other items or intelligent skill use. This however requires knowledge of what each hero and item can do, which is a big investment considering the roster of characters. With Dota 2, you only get out as much as you put in. If you spend the time studying strategies and builds, you can instantly see yourself getting better at the game. Valve have focused a lot on the esport potential of this game. There is a very robust spectator mode where you can view any game currently happening and recent games played by other players. You can view the games directed by yourself, switch to a first-person mode showing everything a particular player is doing, or let Dota control the camera for you. You can also choose between any commentators that may be broadcasting at the time. The biggest Dota 2 tournament in the world run by Valve was put on recently called the International, with a multi-million-dollar prize pool. This coupled with the constant updates and balancing of characters shows the commitment Valve has to this game.
The Dire's bottom rats got robbed getting hold of the Ancient over on the Radiant side.
Although I like this game a lot, it can be hard to recommend to other people as it can require a very large time commitment. However, if you have an addictive personality like me, you'll get hundreds of hours of fun with Dota 2 for the low price of $0. I didn't know, so I ran the character and I didn't really know what to do. And then some guy comes up to me and talks to me online and he's like, "Oh, stop feeding, you noob." And then, hey Vince, you're back. Oh, you're back. All right, so we can actually, John.
Hey,
What? We're going to talk about Dota 2. I'm making, Vince, all right.
Extra calls.
All right, John, you're wired in. You have to stay here now.
Yeah, what?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah,
I've been
alright.
here the whole time.
So, Dota 2, you're a bit of a League of Legends kid, aren't you?
Yes,
Yeah.
I love my League of Legends. Go, Garen.
Have you ever tried Dota 2?
Yeah, I tried it during the beta. I don't know, like, just because you wouldn't shut up about it, and the director, because you're all like, trees! You get to eat trees, man! It's the bees knees, trees! Eat those trees. You know, eat all your greens. I understand the whole vegetable debate. Anyway, so yeah, I tried to join that. It's just, there's too many differences between that and League of Legends. Like, I was finally started to understand how to build a character in League of Legends, and you know, the way you can move through the map in that and things like that. And to go suddenly from that to Dota 2, it's like, no, you've got to sort of pick one or the other. But it's not down to which one's better, it's just down to which one you started with.
Yeah, there's also a lot of new MOBAs coming out, like Infinite Crisis.
I'm looking forward to Infinite Crisis. I got to play that at E3 and it looks awesome.
There's Super Monday Night Combat, there's Heroes of New Earth, there's, you know, God knows what coming out. So it's going to be even harder to try and play these games and learn all the different characteristics.
I know.
Well,
well, we should just go, you know, forget everything, go back to the original Dota.
So I've played like 250 hours of Dota 2. I still don't think like I'm anywhere near where I should be. So let's go to the forecast now.
November 15 is going to be a perfect day to stay indoors and play Gridiron with Madden NFL 25 on PlayStation 4. Meanwhile on Vector, the cold spell is about to get a lot warmer when Killzone Shadowfall launches November 15. Finally looking towards the United States now, and Anaheim is expecting weather cooling off as winter approaches with BlizzCon on November 8.
To bring you back, Sarah.
There's something dark in me, Jim.
Kerrigan, you betrayed us all.